just happen. So we can share the screen. Let me see. We just do parietal lobes, right?
Right.
Okay, this one. The parietal lobes are located behind the frontal lobe, but still on the top of the brain. The parietal lobes contain the sensory cortex, somatosensory cortex, and which is located right behind the motor cortex. Right behind the motor cortex in the frontal lobe. The sensory cortex is a thin vertical strip that receives incoming touch sensations from the rest of our body. The sensory cortex is organized similarly to the motor cortex. The top of the sensory cortex the top of the sensory cortex receives sensations from the bottom of the body, progressing down the cortex to the bottom, which processes signals from our face and head. And next one is occipital lobes. Our occipital lobes are at the very back, our brain, this part, at the very back. And it is parted from our eyes. This is somewhat anti-intuitive since one of the major functions of these lobes is to interpret messages from our eyes in our visual cortex. So, impulses from the retinas in our eyes are sent to the visual cortex to be interpreted. Impulses from the right half of each retina are processed in the visual cortex in the right occipital lobe. Impulses from the left part of each retina are sent to the visual cortex in our occipital lobes. This part is related to the looking something. And next part is temporal lobes. The temporal lobes surface sound sensed by our ears. Sound. So sound waves are processed by the ears, turned into neural impulses, and interpreted in our auditory cortices. The auditory cortex is not lateralized like the visual cortices are. Sound received by the left ear is processed in the auditory cortices in both hemispheres. The second language area